If you struggle with overhead press, I'm going to give you some stretches for the front of the shoulder, the back of the shoulder, and some stabilization work for the whole entire shoulder. So we're going to go through a little bit of a sequence where we start in child's pose to stretch out the back of the shoulders. So have the arms really long and then just pull your hips back. I'm going to push my fingers into the floor and pull my hips back so I feel the stretch go all the way down the arms and then into the back of the shoulder. When we overhead press, it can be quite difficult to do it correctly if the upper back and the rear shoulders are tight. So this is one really good stretch for the back of the shoulders. And we're going to go through a little bit of a sequence so we warm up the shoulders and start to work on stabilizing. So we'll go into downward facing dog. So lift up the hips. So I'm going to push the hips back, push the heels down, and draw the belly button into the spine, and then just let the head hang naturally. There's lots of different benefits to downward facing dog, but one of them is loading the shoulders, so it helps with stabilization. And then we can turn it into a little bit of a warm-up sequence. So we can go into upward facing dog. You drop the thighs down, lift up. Come down into child's pose. Stretch the back of the shoulders. And then downward facing dog. And just hold each one of them for a few seconds. So this is the type of drill that you can do every day for 5 to 10 minutes if you do have tight shoulders. Or you can do it before your shoulder press warm up or any overhead pressing workouts that you're going to do. So it's a combination of stretching and stabilization for the shoulder. We'll go through it 2 more times. And if you like this drill, you can repeat it several times. So actually watch the video, get all the way to the end, and then replay. You can do this as many times as you like. Now we'll keep stretching the back of the shoulder. I'm going to show you from the forward position. My hands are going to be on the ground like this. I'm going to hold for a while, and then they're going to be like that on the other side. So hand out to the side, other arm on top, and then pull away. So that I get a really good hard stretch down through the back of the shoulder. And then we'll change over. Then while we're here, we'll go into tabletop and we'll breathe in, stretch the upper back. We'll breathe out. If you tend to hold your tension in your neck or your shoulders like I do, then these drills are really good for you to do on a regular basis. Now I'll sit upright and lean against the wall. If you've been following all my videos, this one will be a little bit more familiar to you now. So you're just going to lean against any surface. You can have your feet however it's comfortable, but you can have your elbows and your hands on the wall. And then come up, and then come down. Great stretch for the front of the shoulder. We call it a wall angel. So it doesn't matter if you can't touch in the middle. So if you're tight in the front of the shoulder, you might not be able to touch at the top. You see how just taking the joint through a range of motion gently helps to warm it up, encourages blood flow to the area, which is very helpful if that joint is tight. Let's do 4 more. Try not to make faces. Let the arms relax for a moment. If you haven't done that before, you'd be surprised how tiring it is. Now we're just going to do some shoulder rolls one at a time. Let's go up and around, and then the other one. Up and around. Now we'll keep going, but we'll go the other way. So it goes back and forward. Harder. Three more each side, I think. Now we'll continue with shoulder rolls both sides. But rather than just think about the shoulder roll, think about the shoulders getting wider. So it is to improve blood flow through the area, but also to work on the flexibility. So as I roll, I'm trying to make the shoulders wider. Two more. Now let's see if we can do it backwards while still getting wider. One more. You're gonna have your arms out. You're just gonna rotate so the thumbs go all the way under, and then rotate so the thumbs come all the way back. You can even add a little bit of shoulder in it if you want to. Just to really open up that shoulder joint. And that means we're done. See you tomorrow for the next one.